Hi, this is Sally's Book Talk, bringing you the best global books every day. Today is Lunar New Year's Day, our traditional spring festival. You probably put on new clothes and are about to visit relatives. But have you ever wondered how these holiday traditions originated? The book Annual Cycles we're introducing today has all the answers. The title, Annual Cycles, combines characters, meaning years, and time. You might ask, why this title for a book about festivals? Actually, Annual Cycles encompasses ancient astronomy, calendars, solar terms, and folk customs, all time-related concepts from which traditional festivals evolved. The book's bestie author, Jia Fang, is a Beijing Normal University professor, mentored by Zhong Jingguan, father of Chinese folklore studies. He co-founded Chinese folklore studies with Gi Xiagang and established folk arts research with Lao Shi and Guillaume Morgot. These pioneers laid foundations for folklore research that scholars continue building upon. Professor Zhao has produced outstanding work in festival folklore studies. Annual Cycles systematically explains China's traditional festival system. The book has two parts. First examines festival origins. Second details familiar festivals like Spring Festival, Lantern Festival, Dragon Boat Festival, and Mid-Autumn Festival. Let's explore how these numerous traditions originated. Many festivals actually evolved from solar terms. Solar terms are ancient Chinese innovations serving as supplementary calendars. Beyond lunar solar dating, our ancestors used agricultural markers to track years. Grain in Mangzong marks wheat maturation season. This unique system is UNESCO listed Intangible Heritage. Unseen elsewhere. It's rooted in China's agricultural traditions. Early transition to settled farming required strict climate observation and natural cycle adherence. This created primitive temporal concepts tied to specific solar terms and calendars. On specific days, ancient people held ritual ceremonies, which became the prototype of modern festivals. However, these early festivals were primarily tied to agriculture. They had three characteristics: natural, religious, and political. The natural aspect relates to agriculture sensitivity to environmental changes, leading ancients to track time through natural phenomena. These proto-festival activities also carried primitive religious significance. Ancient people viewed nature as a powerful, mysterious force beyond human control. To ensure good harvests, they performed rituals to communicate with deities, appease them during misfortune, or pray for safety. Thus, major solar terms in antiquity involved ceremonial activities. Those conducting rituals were usually shamans, keepers of ancient societies' most advanced knowledge. This granted them immense political power. This introduces the third characteristic: political control. Rulers manipulated shamans, sometimes being shamans themselves, to organize production based on astronomical observations. Mythology credits Fuzhou with inventing the 8 trigrams and calendar system. Records also attribute solar terms to Shennong. These weren't trivial inventions. Understanding lunar phases and seasonal patterns was crucial for agriculture. Those who mastered this knowledge were seen as semi-divine mediators between heaven and earthly order. Of course, These ancient practices differ significantly from modern festivals. These rituals were controlled by rulers with little connection to common people. From Qin Han dynasties onward, seasonal festivals merged with folk customs. This shift occurred as China's first true unification increased productivity, reducing complete reliance on nature. Festivals became more secular, evolving from climate-based rituals to cultural celebrations. Take the kitchen god we know today. Originally evolving from ancient fire deity worship, mastering fire marked human progress, making it one of earliest natural worship subjects. People mainly worshipped the fire deity in summer, associating heat with fire's essence. As fire control improved, summer rituals to the fire deity gradually ceased. Where did people most encounter and use fire then? Exactly. In cooking stoves, transforming the fire deity into the kitchen god overseeing household meals. Originally named Song Wuji, the deity became Song Jili after Han Wei period. The name change reflects shifted worship motives from averting disasters to seeking blessings. Modern Little New Year sticky kitchen god candy serves dual purposes, silencing and sweetening the deity. This custom aims to ensure favorable reports to heaven for earthly prosperity. Post-Han Wei era saw temporal concepts emphasizing family bonds and ethics. Festivals shifted from deity worship to ancestor veneration, seeking familial protection. Family reunions with Confucian seating arrangements became customary during holidays. Festivals gained commemorative meanings through associated myths and historical narratives. Cold Food Festival originated from ancient fire prohibition rituals. Jinhuo. Early spring's dry conditions necessitated fire prevention measures. Ancients extinguished old flames ceremonially, relighting a new post-festival called fire renewal. By Han Dynasty, this evolved into commemorating historical figure Ji Zitui. Ji, famously, fed his lord with his own flesh during exile, then refused rewards. He retreated to Mianshan Mountains after his lord regained power. Forced out by forest fire, set by the lord, Ji chose death over compromise. Thus, Cold Food Festival's fire prohibition gained commemorative cultural significance. Ancient festival activities followed agricultural cycles. Timing and duration depended on farming and ritual needs. From Han Dynasty onward, festivals gained recreational functions requiring consideration of social rhythms and balanced scheduling. Imagine clustering Labor Day, National Day, Dragon Boat, and Mid-Autumn festivals in 1 month. Clearly impractical. Let's summarize this section. How did China's unique traditional festivals originate? The concept of annual cycles encompasses ancient astronomy, calendars, solar terms, and festivals. Traditional festivals evolved from these timber-related conceptual systems. In antiquity, festivals followed agricultural rhythms as rituals for harvest blessings and disaster prevention. These activities emphasized natural, religious, and political aspects until Han Wei period's improved living conditions reduced nature dependency. Rituals gradually transformed into folk festivals, emphasizing family bonds, ethics, commemoration, and recreation. Next, we'll examine festivals evolving from solar terms and calendrical systems. Many secularized festivals from Hanwei period continue today as analyzed by the author. Take Spring Festival, most important for global Chinese communities. Originally celebrating Likan Spring Begins, not New Year, full name was Spring Commencement Festival. Likan symbolized hope after winter associated with agricultural god Gomeng, who taught settled farming. How did Gomeng teach sowing? Through poetic method, storing mugwort ashes in bamboo tubes. When spring's yang energy rises, ashes float, signaling planting time. This way, everyone knew spring arrived and prepared for sowing. Likan also features the whip the spring ox custom. Though spring came, plow oxen often remained dormant. Some suggested whipping them awake. Agricultural god Gomeng compassionately proposed whipping clay oxen instead. Real oxen would awaken to the whip sounds and begin working. Though modern farming rarely uses oxen, the clay whipping tradition persists. Aligning spring celebrations with lunar. New Year's Day began post-Han 1912 Republic era. This merger combined spring symbolism with New Year festivities. Actual alignment of Likan and New Year's Day remains rare. Folk say, 10 years scarce see spring begin on New Year, last occurred in 1992, next 2038. Though dates differ slightly, New Year celebrations incorporate spring welcomes. Broadly, Spring Festival spans pre-post New Year periods, cleansing evils and welcoming fortune. This extended period transcends just New Year's Eve Day and Lantern Festival. Preparations starting from Lava Festival, 8th lunar December, count as festival time. Let's begin with Lava, the 8th of 12th lunar month. Why La month? Ancient Chinese called December La, originally meaning Yerian sacrifices. The character evolved to hunt radical, La reflecting ritual animal sacrifices. Originally lacking fixed dates, sacrifice timing varied by dynasty. Han Dynasty standardized it to thirds news day after winter solstice, calculated by a complex stem branch system, roughly corresponding to December the 8th. Pre-Han era, Laba mainly expelled spirits, a tradition surviving in Puyang, Henan. Villagers beat giant drums from Laba evening till New Year's Eve. Thunderous drumming symbolizes scaring away malevolent forces through overwhelming sound. Spring thunder heralds the season, complemented by Nao opera, masked ritual dances. Southern regions particularly preserve this belief. Masks transform wearers into sacred beings capable of warding off evil. From Lava to New Year's Eve marks preparation time, shopping, settling accounts, and annual reflections. New Year's Eve features the crucial family reunion dinner for renewal rituals. Post-dinner, red envelope exchanges carry protective blessings for younger generations. Modern Chinese stubbornly watch Spring Festival gala past midnight, continuing ancient Sui tradition. Why stay awake? Jin Dynasty belief considered New Year's Eve peak yin energy requiring family unity against evil. New Year's Day begins with firecrackers and opening the gate ritual. This gate opening symbolizes entering new temporal space through domestic thresholds. Door gods, couplets, and Fu characters reinforce portal security against evil. Wang Anshi's poem captures the tradition. New peach charms replace old talismans amidst firecrackers and spring wine. The peach charms reference evolved into modern door couplets from ancient peachwood protections. Peachwood planks inscribed with charms historically warded off malevolent spirits. Door god tradition similarly originates from these protective peach talismans. Familiar door god, Zhang Kui, the ghost catcher, exemplifies this protective role. Imposing door god images reassure households through symbolic guardianship. Proper door god placement faces the deities inward, symbolizing cooperative protection. Reversed placement becomes comedic. Cantonese misplaced door gods describes interpersonal discord. The Cantonese saying reflects how tradition informs daily language and social observations. New Year brings fresh beginnings through these layered symbolic practices. On New Year's Day, everyone dresses in new clothes and exchanges greetings, following strict hierarchy, family first, then friends. While fostering connections, this ritual carries deep ethical significance. Fei Riotans from the Soil describes Chinese ethics as differential mode. Relationships. Retemps des x weis, je prang toward, het, deceitrilu, prabe, by these, bert, re trials, firmistom. Each person forms a social network, radiating from themselves. Following Spring Festival comes the important Lantern Festival, the year's first full moon night. Traditions include Tanyuan rice balls, lantern displays, fireworks, and moon appreciation. The Lantern Festival evolved gradually, becoming folk tradition post-Han Wei era. Unique among festivals, it's not tied to solar terms but lunar phases. Unlike Spring Festival's solar term connection, it follows moon cycles. Lunar phases constitute celestial phenomena. Ancient lunar calendar uses moon cycles to mark months. Thus, the first full moon celebrates Lunar New Year's commencement. Lantern displays define the festival's character. This custom traces back to ancient fire rituals warding off evil. Eastern Han's Buddhist influences significantly shaped the festival. Lanterns connect to Buddhist lamplighting rituals. Honoring Buddha. What's lamplighting worship? Emperor Ming of Han mandated nationwide lantern lighting on 15th night for Buddhist devotion. This Buddhist practice evolved into festive lantern celebrations. Sui dynasties saw limited lantern activities. Sui era developed nocturnal festivities. Urban nightlife expansion contributed to these developments. Tang Song eras, especially Song's urban culture, enhanced festival vibrancy. Even emperors participated. 5-day celebrations make Lantern Festival Spring Festival's grand finale. Our annual Lantern Festival, Gala Awards, Spring Festival Gala performances, serving as festive culmination, sometimes surpassing New Year's Eve excitement. Traditionally, New Year's Eve requires closed doors and introspective vigil, contrasting with Lantern Festival's extroverted celebrations. The first full moon celebration carries deeper significance beyond mere revelry. Festive outings provided rare freedom for ancient women confined to domestic spaces. An illustrative anecdote. Sima Guang's wife wished to view lanterns during the festival. Sima retorted, "Why go out when we have lanterns at home?" His wife replied, "I want to see the crowds and atmosphere." Sima countered, "Am I a ghost then?" This shamed his ancient women's limited mobility. With lantern, festival concludes the New Year period. Next we examine Dragon Boat Festival, second only to Spring Festival. Modern perception links it to Kui Yuan commemoration, but origins differ. Traditionally considered inauspicious, as proverb says. Cherish January, dread May, referencing contrasting seasonal fortunes. This reflects ancient temporal philosophy. Time holds moral qualities based on seasonal impacts. Dragon Boat Festival aligns with summer solstice's yin-yang conflict. Fifth, lunar month's fifth day sees heightened dangers, venomous creatures, and intense heat. Protective rituals emerge. Mugwort hanging colored threads and calamus baths for children. Originating in northern China. The festival initially followed celestial stem branch calendar. The Wu in Duanu refers to the seventh earthly branch, not the fifth day. Originally timed near summer solstice through stem branch calculations, this complex dating system gradually simplified to the fifth day of fifth lunar month for popular use. The festival's elevation relates to southern culture during Six Dynasties period. Chu regions had water deity rituals with dragon boat races and river offerings during summer solstice. Kri Yuan's river suicide led to his deification as water god. During turbulent northern-southern dynasties, Kui's patriotism resonated culturally. Southern mourning rituals merged with northern protective customs, creating modern festival meaning through cultural synthesis. Thus, Dragon Boat Festival became nationally significant. China's three major traditional festivals: Spring Dragon Boat and Mid-Autumn. Mid-Autumn emerged latest. Tangsong era versus Hanwei, origins of others. Why? Celestial worship like sun. Moon rituals were originally imperial privileges. The moon remained mysterious to commoners until later eras. Tangsong advancements demystified astronomy, enabling popular moon worship. Ancient moon veneration ensured cosmic harmony through ritual observance. 3. Key full moon observances. First month, Shenyuan. 8th month, Sanyuan. 10th month, Saiyuan. Shenyuan and Zongyuan remain significant with reunion symbolism. Both celebrate full moons. What distinguishes them? Lantern Festival celebrates Lunar New Year, though moon isn't fullest. Mid-Autumn has year's roundest moon. This relates to celestial mechanics of moon-Earth-Sun alignment. Lantern Festival customs generally relate to New Year celebrations. Mid-Autumn festival traditions directly connect to the moon itself. Though not official in Tang Dynasty, literati moon appreciation traditions produced poetic masterpieces. Poets often express nostalgia for hometowns and loved ones during mid-autumn. Natural connection between celestial and earthly reunions. Historically, mid-autumn particularly emphasized marital reunions. Married daughters returning to parents must return to husbands' homes same day. Proverb says, "Better keep daughter all autumn than let her stay through mid-autumn," highlighting marital obligations. Post-Ming Qing, Moon became female associated in yin-yang cosmology. Women's worship replaced male rituals. Festival became occasion for elaborate female attire and moonlight fertility prayers.
For debtors, mid-autumn meant financial reckoning rather than celebration.
The festival marked annual accounting period determining employment contracts.
Debtors anxiously tried surviving the festival's financial demands. Shop assistants feared post-festival dismissal during this period.
Thus, festivals represented survival challenges as much as celebrations. Modern mid-autumn focuses on culinary traditions, above all else. Called Mooncake Festival, historical records describe wheel-sized pastries with moon motifs. Sui Shi compared mooncake eating to chewing the moon, testament to Chinese culinary symbolism. Qingming Festival has recently gained popularity as Chinese Valentine's Day. Young couples particularly favor Qingming for marriage registrations, contrasting ancient taboos.
Originally an auspicious separation day, due to cowherd weaver girl legend's tragic romance.
Before Han Dynasty, Qingming lacked fixed date, determined by Vega's position marking summer arrival. This celestial observation involved complex calendrical calculations beyond common understanding. Public imagination flourished. Bright summer stars, Altair and Vega inspired romantic legends since late Warring States period. Various legend versions exist, one particularly interesting. Southern Dynasty's version. Celestial lovers borrowed marriage funds from Jade Emperor, but failed. Repayment banished from heaven.
Reflects historical marriage, financial pressures, and dowry difficulties.
Post-Han era saw Qingming develop romantic connotations.
Familiar version, mortal cowherd and weaver goddess separated by Queen Mother of the West.
Magpie Bridge annual reunion embodies resistance against feudal norms. Ancient society restricted free love, yet folk preserved romantic space through festivals. Now, summarizing key Chinese traditional festivals. They validate festival evolution patterns. Post-Han festivals derive from solar terms or calendars. Commemorative meanings were incorporated during development. Spring Festival links to lichen, dragon boat to summer solstice, mid-autumn to lunar calendar, Qingming to stellar observations. These became folk festivals through commemorative reinvention. Spring Festival absorbed New Year symbolism. Dragon Boat transformed from ominous day to Kui Yuan Memorial. Mid-autumn incorporated family reunion themes. Qingming embraced romantic imagination. Modern festivals emphasize leisure, reunion, and consumption over exorcism rituals. Ritual-heavy festivals have largely disappeared. Like Shiri Lubzun's famous essay, She Opera, documents this festival. Ancient spring and autumn earth god sacrifices occurred biannually, originally honoring land deities crucial to agrarian society, now largely forgotten. This concludes our book overview. Festivals marked transitional nodes in ancient life, thresholds between old and new. For ancients, festivals provided psychological comfort during critical transitions, empowering people to overcome challenges. Thus concludes our exploration of annual cycles. Keynotes below the audio. Until tomorrow.